Shortly after I learned about the murder of Charlie Kirk, I posted a video which I titled, "This is going to end badly." And in that video, I talked about how none of this should be surprising, what's going on in this country. The degree of political division, the escalating hatred, the escalating violence. Everybody knows that things in this country are going in the wrong direction, that everything is getting worse. And I said that none of this should be surprising when you elect someone like Donald Trump. And this detestable piece of shit proves me right every time he opens his fucking mouth. And I want to play you a clip, real quick clip. I try not to play too much of this guy, but when he proves my point, yeah, I'm gonna play his clip. Here he is on Fox News, Fox and Friends, and he's being asked about, how do we deal with all of this? How do we deal with all of this? What's the solution? Listen to this guy's answer.
And we're going to look into that.
What do we do about our country with that? Because we have radicals on the right as well. We have radicals on the left. People are watching all of these videos and cheering. Some people are cheering that Charlie was killed. How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less.
I couldn't care less. That's what he says. He couldn't care less. At least he's being honest, because we all know that he couldn't care less. Actually, you know what? Let me just stop right here, and I want to offer him a rare bit of praise. And this is actually genuine. He properly used the phrase, couldn't care less. Very few people properly use that phrase. And imagine my astonishment to see this fucking buffoon actually use it correctly. Most people say, I could care less. And that irritates the shit out of me, because that's not what you mean to say. Anyway. Congratulations, Trump. You said something right for once. But back to the point of this guy being an absolute, total scumbucket piece of shit. There he is being honest. About the political division in this country, he couldn't care less. He proves my point in that video when I said this is exactly what you should expect. What is happening in this country, the hate boiling over, the increasing violence. That's exactly the kind of thing you're going to get when you put a person like that in the White House. He is not interested in healing this nation in any way. He profits too much by it. He profits politically by the hate and division, and he even profits financially from the hate and division. He has no interest whatsoever in bringing down the temperature and de-escalating what is happening in this country. His incentive is to make this worse. All the incentives for him are to make this worse. He is a fundamentally horrible human being. He personally enjoys it. He loves inflicting pain on people he doesn't like. He gets off on it. He is a sick, twisted fuck. All right? He will burn this country down to the ground, and he will enjoy every minute of it. Even if he didn't profit politically from it, even if he didn't profit personally and financially from it, he would still do it because it's what motivates him as a human being, as a deeply, deeply mentally disturbed human being. That's his motivation. Destruction, pain, suffering. He's a sadistic fuck. That's what he is. That's what he has always been and what he will always be. And he is being honest. It's one of the things about Donald Trump. The irony is he is, without a doubt, probably the biggest fucking liar in world history. Can you even think of a person who was a bigger liar in history than Donald Trump? The man is pathological in his lying. He lies about shit there's no reason to even lie about. Yet, he will be honest about certain things. Like this. Like he really doesn't give a shit. I couldn't care less. I'm not interested in healing this country. I'm not interested in trying to put an end to political division or hatred or political violence. I love all that shit. I use all that shit. I need all that shit. You're seriously gonna ask the man who intentionally incited a violent insurrection against his own country, against another branch of government, you're gonna ask him? How do we solve this problem? Are you freaking kidding me? He is, more than anyone else in the country, he is to blame. He is the reason for this problem. Now, our political differences predate Trump, obviously, but he made them so much worse. You're gonna ask that guy? What did you... She wanted a political answer. See, they do this all the time. They try to drag him into saying what they think he should say. Come on, just give lip service to it so that everybody can see you're a good guy. And time again, he says, fuck that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't believe that. And I don't need to say that because I have an angry, violent cult that supports me. And they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear talk of reconciliation. This is in large part, of how he has managed to get a cult-like following. You don't get a cult-like following by being moderate in your speech, by being conciliatory to the other side, by trying to join hands and find common ground and to look past differences and to come together. That's not how you form a cult. You form a cult by pitting us against them against us, creating tribal loyalties, by pointing to people and saying, that's the enemy. They hate you. They want to destroy you. I'm your protector. Follow me. I hate those motherfuckers just as much as you do. That's how you create a cult. He knows that. He's not going to talk about coming together and bringing down the temperature and how do we solve this. That's not how he came to power. That's not how he keeps his power. That's not what his cult wants to hear. Everything that I've said about that piece of shit is true. And every time I tell the truth about this piece of shit, he comes out and he proves me right. Thank you for proving me right again, you detestable piece of shit.